welcome back to Combat Mission Professional Edition, where we are going to play through a variant of the first mission of Fight Club's Baltic Shield campaign. Essentially, we are in the Estonian city of Narva. I'll turn on the artificial brightness so you can actually see it. And this is a really good map. This is really accurate. You can follow what's going on using Google Street View, which is always quite interesting. Over here, we have Danovia. It's definitely Danovia and not another country. And we have this bridge linking the two, the so-called Freedom Bridge. The Danovians, as usual in these kind of exercises and simulations, are up to no good, and they've decided to invade Estonia. In this mission, they've landed a force about a kilometre or two downriver. This is the River Narva, so up here somewhere. They've crossed over and they're going to attack from the north through the city to try and seize the bridge. Specifically, objective goal north, which is these buildings overlooking the cutting where the highway to St. Petersburg enters Narva. So, let's turn the landmarks on. Our job is to stop them. In the base campaign mission, which is all up on Patreon, and you can go watch that if you like, it's going to come to the Fight Club YouTube channel at some point, fingers crossed, so you will be able to see it for free. In the base mission, what's going on is we have a platoon of Estonian Scouts from the Estonian Scouts battalion, which are equipped with CV-90s. Now, the red force that's attacking, the Danovians, are coming in a mixture of BMP-2Ms and BRDMs, so all light vehicles. The CV-90 has a 35mm automatic cannon on it, and it will just chew all of these things to death. So what the guys at Fight Club have been picking up from the AARs and from all the number crunching, because the thing that Combat Mission Professional does that the commercial version doesn't is generate massive spreadsheets with all the data in. And in this mission, we've exchanged the CV-90 platoon for a Boxer platoon. So this is British Armoured Infantry and Boxers. Boxers, or these Boxers anyway, do not have that 35mm cannon. So the point of this is to get another data point and say, look, is the IFE doing all the legwork in this scenario? I suspect it is. And even though I do have an advantage because I've played this before and I've watched and read other people's AARs of this and I know what's coming, I'm not sure I have the firepower to stop a mechanized attack by red. So we'll see. The main difference is the CV-90s, but also the squad makeup is different as well. So what we have is the Estonian Scout squads are armed with, I think they're called Mars rifles. They have an MG3, so an MG42, but 7.62 NATO, essentially. And Carl Gustav 84mm recordless rifles. These British Armoured Infantry squads are armed with SA-80s. They have one guy with the AG-36 underslung grenade launcher, but with no HEDP grenades like the Americans. That's going to be important. A guy with a Gympie, 7.62 belt-fed machine gun, lower rate of fire than the MG3 obviously, and a guy with a 7.62 marksman rifle in CM Pro, the M1110 the M110, M110, whatever, is standing in for the actual British, I can't remember the name of it, 7.62 marksman rifle. It doesn't really matter, it's a small arm. The exact characteristics aren't massively important here, outside of the fact that it's a 7.62 marksman rifle with an optic on it. Then, this is where things start getting interesting in the anti-tank department. We have 2 N-laws per section. Now, N-law is awesome. We have the top attack mode. It's not guided, but it does have a predictive... how do you explain that? It can input lead, essentially. So if you're tracking a moving target, it's easier to hit it. Each section has 2 of them. I have 3 sections, so that is potentially 6 dead BMPs, which is a really good number of dead BMPs if you're not facing more than 6. Or if you... yeah. Backing that up, we got L1A1 LASMs, which are essentially Law 66s, and each section has an M136 which is another 84mm one-shot disposable anti-tank weapon. So the big deal here is, do infantry small arms... oh, I should talk about the boxes, actually. They should be well protected against 30mm cannon fire from the front, but that's not particularly modelled accurately, which is fair enough because it's a relatively new vehicle and it's doing lots of testing. Or was doing lots of testing when this was being developed. And obviously getting up-to-date, accurate information about new and incoming systems can be quite difficult. So we have 4 boxes, 2 with M2A1 heavy 50 caliber heavy machine guns, and 2 with GMGs. These, I'm not sure if these GMGs are HEDP. I don't think so. So essentially, these are not necessarily actually going to be able to take on Red Armoured Infantry. So, yes. I think that the CV90 equipped Scouts are going to do better because the 35mm cannon is fantastic. It's coupled to a much better sensor system than, a squaddy. What with thermal optics, etc., etc. It's got more ammunition. It can destroy more red vehicles as long as it doesn't get destroyed in return. So I think this is going to be a bit of a struggle. The other components of the force over here, this is a it's like a skate park or something. Oh no, the skate park's over here somewhere. Where are my landmarks? Oh no, there it is. I think in reality this is like a mechanics or something. I can't remember. It's a rally point for local Estonian Defence League volunteers. So this is an official organisation. It's sort of like essentially reservists, like British, some extent like British Territorials or American National Guard. That's a very loose analogy, but you get the idea. The war has only just kicked off. The command elements for the platoons, each one of these is a platoon HQ and a platoon sergeant major, because that's how Estonian forces are organised. Are present. The actual reservists are kitting out, drawing their weapons, drawing their ammunition, sorting their lives out and getting organised, and they're going to appear at random intervals as they form up, and we can feed them into the fight. Later on, the lead elements of, well, apart from obviously this platoon, which isn't here in the usual scenario, of the NATO Enhanced Forward Presence, are going to arrive, that is, off the top of my head, 2 Ajax, which, if I don't have CV90s, I think are going to do a lot of the heavy lifting with their sensors and 45mm cannon. And a JTAC, an American JTAC, and a British Forward Observer Team. along with, off the top of my head, some F-16s and some AS-90 155mm howitzers. And starting off, we have an extra attached mortar fire controller, and we've got access to some 122 a 3-tube section of Tampella 120mm mortars, which would be nice. Apart from the fact that, apart from the weather being terrible or British, the Danovians have got their jamming on. So we're in a medium electronic warfare state. It's harder to communicate. Some stuff doesn't work. Calling in fires from off-map takes considerably longer. So even with, I have some TRPs out here, which, you know what? I am going to start moving these. I'm going to start moving these a little bit closer because I think I'm not going to be able to stop. I don't think I'm going to be able to stop the enemy as far out as I did last time. Let's get one in the objective. That's always a crowd pleaser. Oh yeah, and of course we've got a drone. We're going to put that drone up immediately. So we can see everything. Right. And yeah, so planning wise, my original plan was to hold a line about here. Essentially, I've got 3 squads because let's put the FO team in the platoon HQ boxer, which has loads of spare seats. I've got 3 squads. That's my anti-tank capability. There's essentially 3 enemy axes of advance down the middle, down the left, down the right, along the road by the riverbank. And I know that they use them all because I've played this before. So I think we're going to set up some ambushes. We're going to try and contest this junction, this area in the middle, and deal with these guys over here. But the question is, do I try and do them all at the same time? Do I because I suspect I'm going to need more firepower than I have. Essentially, I want to put the whole platoon into each fight because I don't think it has enough firepower to really do the dirty on anything. Each section can't really do much on its own, which is a concern. So let's get these guys up here. We're going to rely on the drone to identify which avenues of approach are the most threatening, and then try and react. Like I say, I expect some form of mild disaster. Let's get you guys out into this building here, and get you guys out into that building there, and you guys can run up here and get into that one. So the other thing that's really important to bear in mind is that nope, let's not do that. Without the CV90s, the Danovians have a significant firepower overmatch, and that's going to be a problem. What with all those 30mm cannons. So right, let's just press go. It takes forever to save because it's saving each turn and generating all the wonderful numbers. The reason I'm doing it like this and not doing like the full formal video is because I want to see if this is a way to make content fairly quickly. It usually takes me a week to make a video of like the full-on edited AAR style, and nobody can see that. So we're just going to have to remember that it's night and I've got the artificial brightness on. Oh yeah, right on time. Well, these guys I suspect might be about to have a very bad day. Obviously, Denovians love their artillery. Yep, casualty number 1. It's all going downhill from here. Usually, or the last couple of times I've done it, the artillery's been coming in over in this area here, which makes sense. Obviously not this time. That'll teach me. So yeah, these guys are going to have to... there's no weapons in there to pick up. That's cool. Let's get you. Oh, you have a 50 cal. That's cool. Let's get you kind of covering the park there. And you're covering that junction with a GMG. I guess we'll find out if it's... You can see down that way. That's cool. Yeah, that'll do for now. I'm trying to play this to these because I actually want to finish it. What was I saying? Yeah, I need to finish this mission off to get the data over to Fight Club. And I have a bit of a scheduling screw up because I did 2 videos last week and I should maybe have spread them out a bit. Oh, there's some more. Yeah, pro tip. Don't try and hang out in the tallest building you can find because the enemy's just going to schwack it. Yeah, we're just getting artillery here, aren't we? Let's fast forward through that. Cool. So, we're going to see if... let's get you guys higher up. Essentially want to try and see if we can if this is going to work. Oh, that guy out there had one of the in-laws, did he? Of course he did. Let's bring you back a bit. And the drone's not spotting anything, but we're getting jammed, so it might take time for anything to come through. The idea is to try and make sure that just have an experiment and see. Well, A, is to show you guys why I do these in the documentary style and I don't ramble on like this. I actually have a script. And 2, it's whether this can work as filler content when I've screwed up or something's gone wrong somewhere, and I can just try and push a video out because this is going to be much quicker to make. Generally, all I do is tidy the audio up a little bit, put it all together, and oh, there's another casualty, but he's only lightly wounded. Score another one for body armor. Cool, let's keep going. So here I've got a oh boy. Oh, it is the HEDP grenade launcher. Excellent. Well done to the drone. That's obviously jammed out. And we have this boxer in a surprisingly sexy hull down position, actually. Let's get back to that BMP, which is now being knocked out. Okay, it's not that sexy, but it'll do. Scratch one BMP. There are obviously different AI plans as well, just to jazz this up. And What happened there? Was that more artillery? Yes. Oh, you guys are getting wasted. In hindsight, sending them up to the upper floors when they're being hit by air-bursting artillery was probably a terrible move, wasn't it? Yeah, let's see. How did this engagement pan out? We had the thermal optics. The BMP was maybe onto it, but then got schwacked, so I'll take that. Have I got the shaders on? I do have the shaders on. Yeah, those are definitely heat warhead splatters there, so yeah. That makes me feel a bit more optimistic. So the infantry's getting chewed up. You can stay there. Can you go... If we go forward a tiny bit, we might be able to get a better... Yeah. We're partial hull down from here. We should be fully hull down from there. That's cool. Let's keep going. I was also going to try and do this real time, but it doesn't generate the data that way, and that's kind of the whole point. So we've got what, 2 BMP sound contacts, or IFV sound contacts, and a dead BMP there. So we've got a platoon, probably. What are they doing? Hiding behind a building? Are they dismounting? Are they what? The drone can't see anything. But at least I have a kind of I have a pretty central position, and I should be able to swap to either flank. I've got interior lines to deal with anything that comes up. Oh, the arty's stopped. That's nice. Oh, no, it hasn't. Aha! They were dismounting. That's the Denovians with their whatever camera that is. No night vision, but they are pretty heavily armed, and I suspect they're about to get... Huh! Is this... Okay, right. Well, that was a golden opportunity that got wasted. I think we might be back to... I might need to open that up. I might have spammed the entire can of 40mm grenades at the BMP. Now they need to reload it. You need to be opened up to do that for the boxes in CM Pro. Which I believe is to do with the AI automatically sticking its head up to reload things and getting shot in the face. Which, granted, can be a problem. I always forget. So let's see if we open up. Yeah, he's reloading it. So yeah, that is an error on my part. We'll see if that comes back to bite me. But at least, unlike the attack on Copil Down, I figured that one out a little bit faster. Oh, are we going to get another BMP coming? Oh, you need to... Did we get that guy? Taking pot shots with SVD. Yes, we did get him. And with a bit of luck, we got his friends as well. Looks like the BMPs are splitting off. We got another one up there, and then we got one coming around this side and one coming down there. And oh, the drone has spotted something. That's nice. So let's start thinking about kill zones. Ah, we've got some of the EDL guys. Excellent. Let's try and cover off this route here. We can get that in later. You need to not be opened up right now. You guys can stay there for now. So what we've got covering these avenues, we've got an N-Law, an 84 and an Law 66, and over here we've got an N-Law. Well, the same essentially. That's awesome. Yeah, you need to unopen up before you get shot in the face. I think that's going to miss. Unless it ricochets off the front armor and hits him in the face. Artillery, how long is it going to take to artillery? It's going to take 7 minutes. That's a long time. Or 6 minutes on the TRP. So you know what? Let's put a blocking barrage down here. So at least, because I expect to get pushed out of this position, so at least we get something here. Right, so yeah, these guys are organised like the Estonian Scouts were. So we have a Carl Gustav, which is this beast, and we got the MG3, which is that beast. So yeah, so we've got a couple of squads. Let's leave the platoon sergeant major here to do admin stuff and send these guys out over here to try and cover off this area on the left. To begin with, I should say. Well, you guys can't go back through that building because there isn't a door. Let's go this way. Cool. Right, let's see how this contact pans out. Is this guy going to get shot in the face? Yes. Well, that's bad news. But we've got some contact developing at least. And yeah, this is what I was worried about, which is, you know, you're in the buildings. And you just can't really stand up to the firepower. So instantly that fire team up there got schwacked. These guys... Oh, we might be about to N-Law or something. Are you going to N-Law that? Anytime now. Yeah, the other team's beating you to it. Boom! There we go. It's N-Law o'clock. Do like the N-Law. Yeah, there we go. There's one down. And obviously we got the other one there as well, didn't we? Is that the N-Lot? No, it wasn't. That was... I think the 66. Which of these fires first? Ah, yeah, so the 84 missed. And the venerable 66 did what it was designed to do. And took out that BMP. So yeah, that's we're doing some work, but that guy getting shot in the face, that's a problem. It would obviously have been smarter to take him around the corner and then reload. Well, you can tell he's dead because his helmet's fallen off. Powell, yeah. Oh dear. Get the trees back on. So yeah, not ideal. Welcome to the infantry. You guys are going to need to bug out, I think. Let's get back down to the house. Behind you, we'll try and jazz those teams up a bit, I think. You still have a couple of grenades left. You guys definitely need to fall back. As well, that means that you guys definitely do. Does he need to stay there actually? Oh no, because he can direct it from the drone. I was wondering whether the FO needed to hang around. Actually, we should get you in there and see if you can operate. The GMG, get that back up and running. Okay, let's get that going. Yeah, I was thinking about whether the FO needed to stay where he was because he could see direct to see the spots and direct the fire from the mortars, but obviously he's got the drone, so he can spot using that. We got the EDL guys moving in. And another BMP moving in. Okay, well, nobody got hurt, I guess. That'll do. Let's open you up for a turn. Or get you out of trouble. And open you up. And we'll get you working the cutoff there. And this team is out of anti-tank weapons, this section. That's awesome. Okay, you guys had better head off this way, I think. This flank is looking probably the best right now, so let's get some bodies into the objective. Yeah, we're watching all this stuff on drone, right. Yeah, so it looks like if we want to narrativize this, the Novians have bumped into, have made contact. Some elements have had a really bad time, and now they're going to have a pause and a reorg and do whatever it is that they do. Okay, that is back. That boxer is back up and running. Is it going to be too risky to just roll it up. Yes, it is. Let's get him back to this junction, I think. This angle looks alright. Which way are you facing? Do a 3-point turn here. And then leg it down here. So we can be all hull down, covering that road there. Let's do something similar with you. Get you covering that road, which is a bit risky because it's not so hull down, but you know. Might have another BMP coming up. That's great. Have I managed to time this so that this boxer is sticking its arse out at the exact moment that a BMP comes down the corner? Maybe. Maybe. And, oh! There's a contact down there as well. Great. Maybe two. Also great. But the longer these guys stay still, the happier I'm going to be, because that barrage from the mortars is going to start coming in. Okay, so that's a new problem. This is definitely a significant enemy avenue of approach. That's where the most stuff is. This is also a problem, and it's completely uncovered. So, I think I'm going to have to take this boxer and slot it into a position here to cover down there. This is what I mean about interior lines. Because I've got a central position, I can easily kind of spread out to either flank. If I had exterior lines and I needed to get from here to here, well, I've got a problem. Something Napoleon. Let's combine that team because there's only 5 of them. Frankly, same with you guys. But you know, we're maintaining a strong left, I guess, or maybe not a strong left so much as a left that hasn't gotten stomped particularly yet. Somebody keeps machine gunning something. Oh, that means there must be something over here somewhere. He was trying to... Okay, that's from across the river. You know, a smart person would have clicked that, wouldn't they? Yeah. That could be a problem. Oh, it's a problem for those guys. Who would have thought that the place where the enemy country is where we might have a problem? Oh. This is what I wanted to do earlier. but could, but didn't. Yeah, he's having a bad day. Yeah, cool. Of course, that does kind of beg the question why I didn't just leave one there to begin with, but hey ho. Right. So not great. That is actually a BMP, is it? Oh, it's a PRP-4M, I think. Artillery observation vehicle. I was wondering why, if it was obviously a vehicle and it wasn't using a cannon. That's interesting. So these guys are probably about to go around this corner. We should have two boxers waiting for them. These guys are just going to have to stay there. In fact, we're going to move you this way so that you're not going to get shot in the side, I think. That's probably a good move. Anti-tank team. The Gustav does have a pretty chunky backblast, so I kind of want them on a different floor to the rest of the squad, if that makes sense. How are the mortars doing? 2 minutes and we'll get the blocking arty in. Yes, I think that should be about it. If we leave that there, he's got a bit of a gauntlet to get through. Alright, let's see what happens here. Oh, that's a BMP. Please shoot that.
Shot over. Shot out.
Please? You're out of ammo, you need to reload. Ah! Who was that? Well, it's these guys, I think. Yep, 84. Ah, this is the very unlucky boxer. Now they're going to... Oh, this is going to be a massacre. That box is out of action as well. Well, this is just carnage, really, isn't it? Oh, there's another one. Okay. So, this is what happens when you try and fight IF, something like Boxer, against an IFV. I would say that a significant problem here was the reload mechanics. Like, they had to be opened up to reload. And you know that the way that interacted here with the see there, we just used up the last of that mag, and with 50 seconds left, I can't order him to reload it, which is a bit of a pain, obviously. So yeah, I mean, that's just a design decision. You can't see me, but I'm just shrugging here. But I mean, it's bad for them as well. I would not like to be these guys. Just get absolutely massacred getting out of that vehicle. Then what hits this? Is that was a grenade? That was a rocket, right? That's, yeah, 84 from those guys up there. And then Captain Carl Gustav here decides to fire at point blank range. That was an unhealthy decision. And we're getting more enemy infantry. Yeah, okay. So this is, we might, you know, tenuously call this a problem area. Up here, looks like they are pushing up, and we just lost the two GMG. Well, I guess that's still up and running, but it's not really because it doesn't have any weapon control, and it's bogged in the crater. It's just carnage. But yeah, I think that would have gone significantly differently if Boxer 2 there had reloaded. But hey ho, it didn't, so we're stuck with it. And up here, yeah, BMP's moving up, and I am running very low on anti-tank weapons. Huh. Ah, we're now spotting. And if I adjust it, how long will it take to adjust? 3 minutes to adjust. But I can adjust onto TRP. That's probably worth doing.
Adjust fire. Over.
Stupid jamming. You know, the sun being just blasting the SpongeBob SquarePants theme over all the... so this is... I don't really have a solution to anything that's going on here. But I can safely say that well, it sucks for the Danovians. I can safely say that I would much rather have a CV90 in these circumstances. Oh dear. At least they're hull down behind the slope. You know, they've got like a... the enemy has to crest this the embankment to get to the objective. So I guess that's a benefit. What's the sun down there? That smoke will be from a BMP because they have the very... Oh, Cargustav missed that. Very projectile smoke that really lobs. What goes on up here? I swear something explodes. Ah, it's probably just the spotting rounds, I think. Right. So these guys, they get 30mm cannoned, I think. Oh no! They get fragged. Don't bunch up, guys. Of course, if you had someone who was controlling your every action, who had got you to maybe, you know, get back into these craters and not just be lying in the middle of the road, that would also have been smart, wouldn't it? So yeah, Chaos, I do not have any sensible decisions to make here, I don't think. Not really. You should get out. I'm not sure I have a sensible way to react to this at all. Where's my... Oh, I was going to say, where's my other EDL squad? But they're there, aren't they? Yeah, let's let this roll for a little bit. If we can get some more squads, lead them in to contest. Because these guys, because they're behind me, but it's also a problem for them because they're surrounded. And they are getting hit pretty hard. There's a lot of dead Danovians there. There's the blocking 120 mils. Which should hopefully chew up any Danovian infantry coming in. Which doesn't solve my main problem of not particularly having very good anti-tank capability, but hey ho, we'll just have to live with that. I don't know what you're shooting at. That looked like the BMP was shooting at the border checkpoint a bit there, but whatever. So yeah, I mean, this is just carnage for everybody. Ah, more EDL guys. Excellent. Rather, more Carl Gustavs and things. You guys are going to need to get down here. Because I need to make sure that that BMP hanging around... Ah, these are not good places to fight from. Really need to make sure that that BMP gets sorted. Let's get you up there. The platoon sergeant major. Sounds like such a weird thing. Yeah, that should be fine, I think. I mean, I could maybe swap it down here, but I think because I have another TRP in the objective here, and I could swap it. But I also think that these guys are probably about culminated. These guys are waiting, and hopefully start hitting them in the flank when they come there. So yeah, I'm not sure there's enough of a target here to really deal with worth directing the mortars on. I might change my mind about that soon, but also soon I should probably hopefully get some support. Halfway. And I will be probably pretty even, pretty 1-to-1. Which is a problem, because the Denovians are bringing more toys to this party. Oh, here's another customer. Get some enfilade going there. Yep. Oh, that was a bad decision, guys. I'm gonna say, these guys have their big boy pants on. They're putting the effort in. Oh, just a random BRDM there. Ah, and they just shot one of the guys, one of the AT guys on the upper floor there. What happens up here? Mortars, 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 mortars. Fine. Okay. Let's get the anti-tank team in there, and get the normal guys in there. Oh, you guys are really split apart, aren't you? We got a two-man unit, the crew from one of the boxes. He's in there, and his buddy is all the way over here. Oh, trying to surrender. Oh, that's a bad move. Don't do that. Oh, I did have another squad. Missed them. Hashtag friction. Yeah. I need to get them across this road. There is a BMP looking across that road. That is suboptimal, to put it mildly. This boxer isn't doing anything. and has terrible arcs. It's okay against a bit of a rush, which yeah, I know. I feel like trying to pull it out now is a bit late in case there's something down here watching down that road. Because I could get it. You know what, I'm trying to think of a way I can get it into this fight down here, and I'm not sure I have any good options. I don't know, let's punch it. We'll just have to give it a go, I think. We just reverse across, and then hit through the trees. You can at least hide behind the trees and get up to... Now we want to go the other side of the other boxer there, because I don't want to get seen by that BMP over there. Yeah, if we get a 50 cal covering that, I'll be a lot more optimistic. Oh, I think that guy actually surrendered. Yeah, he did. Now that is a terrible life choice. Oh, more stuff. Oh, did we hit that? Did we just Charlie G that? No, we missed. We hit a tree. The BRDM's coming in now. Oh, he's trying to shoot the... Oh, okay. He's shooting the FO team up there. Interesting choice. I always forget that the... Oh, what's happening here? What's happening to you guys? So... Yep, you're getting BRDM'd. Which, you know, it's garbage on wheels, but it's also garbage on wheels with a machine gun. And if you don't have the AT capability to deal with it, you have a problem. Hopefully the boxer is going to sort it out. Or this BMP might just explode. That might also just happen. Also looks like we've gotten some enemy infantry up here. Yeah, I think we got these guys with a bit of crossfire. Yeah. Yeah, if you're wondering why that guy just ran through that wall, I think we have building entry on. So, building window entry rather. So you can, the pixel trapper can just jump through the windows. So yeah, things aren't looking awesome right now. Oh, we've got these guys up here. I thought these guys might turn up. Oh, that's a BRDM, that's alright. Not too worried about BRDMs. We're still working the cutoff there. These guys are going to be able to do some work. That's cool. Let's get you opened up so you reload. Actually, I think we need to get you guys to change direction. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. They're carrying all the ammo now. Oh, I shouldn't have split those teams up. Well, you need to go to the ground floor. Yeah, let's stick you in that building. And so you can try and schwack that. No, not you guys. You guys. With the AT weapons. Mortars. Yeah, they're in the right place. To deal with this avenue of attack. Yeah, not sure what's going on down here and how well that's going to go, but let's see. Really waiting Ajaxes to turn up right now. Which I has said before. You guys know about it? Yes, you do. Oh, that's enemy artillery. And while it's nice of them to try and arty their own troops there, oh yeah, look at that MG3 go. It's awesome right up until the moment about 2 seconds after he opens fire when it needs to reload. Ah, well, we're missing some fun stuff up here. Yeah, so the infantry's gone forward and now the BMPs are following up, but we've got the enfilade on them. Ah, it's a BRDM. It's a lot less fun. But at least it's having a bad day. And we didn't end-law it, which would be a waste. So yeah, we're getting pretty chewed up there. And yes, it's Ajax o'clock. Okay. Oh yeah, and artillery o'clock. So we are going to deny this to the enemy.
Hello, fire mission, over.
Sorry, wonderful city of Narva. We'll get F-16s up and running. And I need to get these Ajaxes into the fight. Let's get you moving down here. I need to take that BMP over there out and cauterize this problem. Cool, right. We got more EDL as well, excellent. I suspect you guys are going to have to risk it for a biscuit and just get across there. So, yeah, this is definitely working out very differently to the way it worked out with the CV90s. Cool, that will do. We got another platoon here. I don't know where to put you right now, so you can stay there for a turn. I don't want to clog things up too much. Audacious little BRDM rather. Oh yeah, plenty of dead Danovians here. I will take that. That's what we're looking for. That BMP looks like it's doing something. Are you out of ammo and you need to reload but can't? Great. Oof, that building has upset them. yeah, with that BMP having moved out of there, I think we got more options to get bodies in this way, which is what I've been looking for. That's excellent. You need to reload. You guys can stay there, but you, let's get an assault group. You guys need to clear this out because I'm sure there are enemy infantry in there. That way we can get the boxer. Well, I mean, the box is probably a bit too close as it is, because I'm a potato. Just got one guy left in that squad there. Let's get that whole area. Okay, in fact, we can cover most of that from where we are, can't we? Let's just leave him. And get this platoon. I need to get in here somewhere, which means I need to be pushing these guys across, really. Yeah, I don't want to go running around in the open with too many bodies here. He's reloading, excellent. These guys are advancing infantry into mortar and enfilade fire. These guys are getting artied by their own guys, which, awesome, thanks. It's going to make it harder to get into Objective Gold North, but that's a level of hate which I can't really bring tremendously reactively here, so I'll take it. And we got the enfilade is still doing work up here as well, right? Cool. Things are looking up, I think. So all this stuff just got schwacked by its own artillery. This BMP gets Carl Gustaved. Yes. Or 84'd. Honestly, that's hard to tell. Have we got two holes? Yeah, we have got two holes, so we just got double teamed. And then up here, we are stacking bodies. You probably need to reload. Oh, maybe not. What's happening up here? Yeah, we've got some infantry coming down this way and more BRDMs. It's kind of interesting how the oh, is that that's a BRDM, isn't it? How the BRDMs are turned up after the motor rifle infantry. Or at least some of the motor rifle infantry. He's on fire, that's good. Right. This area looks clear. Let's get this Ajax up to where it can cover that. I'm going to take a chance and stick you up here with this Boxer, because this Boxer is doing excellent work. You guys make a good backstop. Let's get this platoon. Actually, these guys are probably kind of okay now, aren't they? Yeah. Let's get you in there, through there, and into that building there for now. And let's just start filtering bodies through. So we can mount a counter push back into objective goal north. Okay, let's go. And hopefully that Ajax can get up there quite quickly, because it looks like they might be starting to push the BMPs in. Those guys definitely know all about them. There goes the BMP. There goes the Boxer. So good job we did send the old Ajax up there to back it up. Yeah, that's going to form a significant block to go in this way, so yeah. What happened up here then? So we have Boxer 2. We've got, these are some Estonian Scouts up here. A bit of an uncomfortable L shape going on, and oh, what happened there? That was an RPG. Yes. Hitting the wheels. So yeah, basically there is obviously some enemy infantry around here somewhere. Oh. Wow, enfilade fire gets a big thumbs up. There's a BMP here, shooting them up. So, yeah, the Ajax turns up. Probably can't see that well because there's a chunking tree in the way. Or it might not. Oh, was it a guy up here? Yes. With an RPG 18 or 22 or whatever. So yeah, that's what looks like. That's what did the nasty to the Boxer. But Ajax is on it and just deletes the guy with 40mm ABHE. So, I mean, that does mean that it's risky for Boxer, because Boxer's not going to enjoy being hit by anything either. But maintaining the kind of kill zone down this street, at least. And, yeah, we took this guy out. It's another one for the lore and the 84. But they're now completely out of anti-tank capability. So they're basically just screening now. Okay, cool. Cool. You are dominating that area. That's what we want to see. You guys need to not go that direction because it's a death trap. Let's punch you guys up to join them. Get some AT capability back in the mix. You need to stay there and not reverse across that road. You guys, let's get you in there to shoot them up, because we're going to take some casualties there. How was my RT in air doing? 6 minutes for some F-16s and 4 minutes for the RT. Yeah. We'll see if these guys here, who I'm not confident I can attrite that much, are going to be able to make that last minute push into the objective. And we'll see if we can get the RT coming in and then adjust it to block them. Right, just walk the artillery forward towards them. That's going to depend a lot on how soon they go, though. Yeah, see, that was a shot that went in at the Ajax. Which missed. And got the firer deleted. And you just know there's like... Is that the same guy? Nah, it can't have been the same guy. Yeah, different building. Close. I mean... The smart thing to do would be to start putting 40mm air bursting rounds in every window that the Ajax can see along that street. But I don't... Hello? No, I don't think so. If I start giving it target commands, you just know the BMPs are going to go forward and it's going to miss them. Right. This whole area looks pretty safe. Let's get this Ajax. If we get it here, it can enfilade the front of some of these buildings at least. Fingers crossed. Well, that's just not going to work, is it? I forgot that the mortars have run out. So this FO is freed up. Oh, they have 1 round left. Well, that's not very helpful. 7 minutes, and there's 8 minutes on the clock.
Hello, fire mission, over.
Probably not going to get in, but we'll see. We are, I feel like we're quite stable-ish right now, except they might be pushing out. There's a reverse slope here that the Ajax can't cover down. So, yeah. Problem. I don't particularly have a good means of dealing with it. If only someone's artillery was coming in here right about now, that would be pretty useful. Oh, there goes the Ajax. obviously I should have tried to destroy every building down the road. Now, what happened there? I never saw that BMP go past, which is a bit of a pain. I think this is just a straight up RPG, right? Ah, these guys in this building. I think. Yeah. Uh-oh. These guys still have their N-laws, so, you know, fingers crossed they'll see something to actually shoot with them. But yeah, I think I'm really quite relying on the old artillery to get the job done here. Which, I mean, that is like artillery's thing. So, you know, shouldn't be too big an issue. But let's, you know, we need to start getting all these units forward. But not too far forward. Let's fall back with the Brits. Get them out of the fire because they're pretty screwed there. Artillery can schwack the objective, I think. Because I am not in a position to please N-law that. Maybe N-law and fleeting targets are not a good mix. And oh, those guys are getting shot up as they try and cross. Aha, is that my artillery coming in there? Yes, yes it is. Okay, excellent. We need to move that on the other side of those buildings. Oh, okay, so I can't... Right. So they started firing. This other battery in the mission is still getting the mission because jamming is a thing and it's slowing everything down. And I can't change this one because they're part of the same... Ugh. I really feel like the ability to just say, I want this grid spare to disappear, please, Mr. Artilleryman, would be very, very helpful. But should be able to adjust it fairly quick. That's coming in because it's on TRP. He said, optimistically. We got that enemy infantry in the centre there. Which, oh dear. You guys should, I should have put a waypoint in to make them go over here and then in. But at least it wasn't the guy with the Kogostev. Ooh, a random partial. Oh, it's on a wreck. That's fine. Yeah, it looks like they're pushing into that side of objective gold there. And hey, look, Ajax versus BMP. Ajax wins. That sounded like the artillery was coming in though, so yeah. I think they're going to clinch this. They're going to get bodies in those buildings and I'm not going to be able to dig them out. So...
Adjust fire. Over.
I might be a bit screwed here. Well, at least these guys are getting let out. Where are my planes? Which probably aren't going to contribute that much. 2 minutes. So yeah, this is the fight now. Essentially, is stopping the enemy getting in here. Oh, there goes the Carl Gustav, I think. And this building is just getting stormed. That BMP's actually performing a good service as a wreck there. Blocking down that fire corridor that the Ajax has, which is a bit compromised anyway because of this reverse slope. So yeah, down to the artillery, which may have just killed a BMP. Yes, excellent. You hear the F-16s standing by in the background. So yeah, essentially, I don't particularly think I have the option or any good options for actually getting troops in there in the next 4 minutes. There's too much open ground in the streets to cover. There's a lot of enemy assets hanging around. I think it's going to be a good move to shuffle the Ajax over this way. To try and cover that backside area there, to get anyone who gets through, but fundamentally it's all on the arty. So just gonna have to be an exercise in chewing things up. Which, you know, 155s are pretty good at.
Roger, cleared hot.
Of course, if I had really had the option, it would be nice to just tell the F-16s to drop all of their JDAMs in this area. Or this area, for that matter. Oh, we're attacking, are we? Good. Let's try and hit something. And preferably not the Ajax boxer wreck down there. Cool, how are we doing? Let's move forward a little bit so the trees aren't messing everything up. see if we just need to get some bodies in the objective here. Contest it for combat mission mechanics. Not that this is a good outside of that. For anybody, I think these Denovians are getting chewed up just as much as me. Somebody caught a fragment there. Oh, yeah, near misses on that BMP. That chewed that up. Back to the widescreen. Here comes an F-16. Ah, looks like we might be getting the counter RT in the last 2 minutes, just to stop me getting any objective. Perfect. You guys definitely need to be in a building. I don't particularly want to send more bodies in. Yeah, they've both dropped bombs, which have apparently missed the battlefield. That's great. Not 100% sure how the old... Oh, hello. What happened to you? Yeah, just a very, very cheeky keyhole defilated... or hull down rather. 30mm shots in on the Ajax there, but it's okay.
Inbound for attack. 30 seconds out.
So, Yep, last turn, and yeah. That objective is definitely going to be contested. Because I have one guy hiding in it. Oh, what was that? Ah, that's enemy infantry trying to get across. Excellent. Ah! There's a 2,000-pound bomb.
Roger. Cleared hot.
I feel like the artillery has slackened off a little bit. I'm not a fan of that. Could be because they're on heavy missions and the guns overheat. Ah, there it is. That probably gave someone a headache. Yeah, that's the last turn. These guys, yeah, they've made it in, so we're contesting it. In combat mission terms, definitely not just with this guy who's cowering in the corner. But I mean, realistically, not an awesome result. I don't think it's going to be. This is pretty awesome though. Let's decapitated that building, and I want to say probably knocked out the two BRDMs on either side. Yeah. Cool. So, what happens when we press the button? We just about got it. Uh, 28 dead, 15 wounded, 1 captured. Again, terrible life choice. 3 armoured vehicles lost. That's what? The 2 boxers and an Ajax? Pretty sure I lost at least the same amount of CV90s when I did it. I'll have to look it up. And the enemy, 77 dead, 31 killed, and 17. I am pretty confident I did more damage with the CV90s. In fact, through the magic of editing, I can throw both sets of results up at the same time. So, we have Mission 1 with Boxers on the left, the battle we just fought, and Mission 1 with CV90s on the right, which I fought months ago. And with regards to these numbers at least, it actually looks really comparable. 44 to 46 friendly casualties, 3 to 3 armoured vehicles lost, 108 to 115 enemy casualties, and 17 to 20 enemy armoured vehicles destroyed. That's really interesting, not what I was expecting at all. And the question is, what took up the slack from the CV90s? Without 35mm cannons doing the bulk of the anti-vehicle work, was it the infantry, the boxers, or the artillery that stepped into that role, or was it a combination of all three? If that's true, and other elements of the combined arms teams could step up to do the CV90's job, what made players rely more heavily on them in the original mission? At least some of the answers are hopefully in the data. It's entirely possible that my results here are some kind of weird outlier. It's going to be really interesting to see how the numbers crunch. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this video. Different format to usual, much quicker to make, and maybe some use as a stand-in when I don't have a video ready to go, but definitely, in my opinion, not as solid a format as the usual AARs. Speaking of the usual format, I have made videos for the entire Baltic Shield campaign. They should be coming to YouTube for everyone to watch via the Fight Club YouTube channel. When they go up, I'll make sure to post a link to them and let you all know. Of course, if you can't wait and you'd like to support the channel, you can watch the entire series on Patreon. I'll catch you in the next video.